Hey guys, came back home and obviously making my first video. I've been on an excursion at Abrau Durso, which is located in Krasnodar Krai, near Black Sea. This place is famous for its champagne production, and so in the beginning of the excursion they said that it was like first created by Knyaz Golitsyn. I've been showing you Golitsyn's mansion near the city of Odintsovo. That's part number 1 of my Matlad documentary, Matlad of 19th century documentary. And here it's also Golitsyn, so I was trying to connect some dots and asked the guide. Was they didn't want me to make any filming, but I was like left behind, so I filmed a couple of tunnels. And so I asked the woman, woman says, she was like saying it was built in 1870s when the order was created by Tsar, who sent an order to make this is champagne production, a winery or whatever. And so they chose exactly this place, and so I wonder what was the reason why this place. And they said they sent a person who was traveling through this area in the 1860s, 1870s, and so they found this place. And I said, what was the reason why exactly this place? Maybe it's better on the other side of the hill, who knows? And so nobody actually answered this question. The second question they didn't answer is, I said, is there any proof of them actually constructing those tunnels? Because these tunnels consist of two parts. The first part was created by Golitsyn, and it's like around 500-600 meters with of tunnels and subtunnels, which are like 6 meters high and looking like subway tunnels. And the second part of those tunnels consists of Soviet era tunnels, which were constructed after the end of Second World War in the 50s. And the best specialists from two subway construction regions, like Moscow, which has a very big subway, as you know, and from Minsk, I think. Well, doesn't really matter. So two of those brigades were constructing around 5 kilometers of tunnels for 50 years or something, so at least 40 years of construction, and finished only in the 90s. So You can probably find that information also on official sources, but that isn't the point. So my point was, how come the Galician people in the late 1870s dug these 500 meters of tunnels, which are looking a lot better than as a construction. I mean, a lot more complicated. And they also had a middle level also, so it was like a 2-level tunnel with 3 meters in each the height of the ceilings, and the overall is 6 meters, so pretty big one. And the same is like Soviet era, and they constructed in 5,000 meters tunnels, so like 10 times more, but in 50 years. How come? Which doesn't really make any sense. So I've asked if there's any pictures, actually photo pictures, because it's not like 1840s or something. It's not like 1850s. It's 1860s. It's 1870s. I mean, because the order was only sent in 1870, so the construction began like a couple years after that. So it's 1870s when everybody had, you know, a possibility to photo shoot this beginning of construction of those tunnels, because tunnels are really impressive. And she said, yeah, we got 2 pictures, but we only show them to the VIPs in tour for VIPs, so you have to order this tour or personal tour. I said, just can you show me those pictures? I hardly believe they have those pictures. She said, no, we have those pictures. We've been showing them in Moscow during the exposition about this place. I said, no, just don't give me this BS. Just show me those pictures, and I want to show them. I want to see them. If you have them, just show them. She said, okay, let's go. And she, returned to the place where we started, and went to see some special room for VIPs. Yeah, it really has more informative information. And it has some pictures, so you can see those pictures. I will show you right now. And so as you see, those pictures don't show any construction of tunnels at all. And I was saying, you don't have those pictures, right? She said, that's what we have. This is construction of tunnels. I said, no. Have you seen a construction of tunnels? It looks the different way. You have to have instruments. Those people don't even have instruments. What are they construction actually? And I was laughing, and she's like, yeah, I saw I put a seed of doubt in her mind. So she was doubting definitely after I left that they have those pictures at all. And these are not the pictures, because couple of words just brought that information in her mind, and she was really surprised, I would say the least. So let's maybe discuss that in the comments. Just another example. Maybe we should look at tunnels more, those so-called wineries, and the history of the creation of those wineries, how they actually constructed those tunnels. Maybe in your country you have the same example. Just let me know in the comments, and we will take a deeper look at that, those wineries, because it looks very interesting to me, at least interesting. Okay, thanks a lot, guys, for what? Just for supporting me, because by the way, the guys for those heroes that I left on Patreon still supporting the channel, I'd like to thank them, because I bought a new mic recently on this money, and so now I have 2 mics in 2 locations, so I don't have to put my mic in a bag anymore and go somewhere when I go to the summer vacation, to my summer house, summer apartment, whatever you call it, in Krasnodar Krai, where I film this information for you, and so on. So Support only if you want to. Don't, don't waste the time or money if you don't really want to support. I'm not advertising this, but that actually got the result of buying the mic. Okay, thanks a lot for following, and see you later. Bye.